Welcome back, everyone. Today, we aren't just talking about baseball. We are talking about betrayal, ego, and the fragile nature of superstar relationships. We need to have a serious conversation about what is happening inside the walls of Citizens Bank Park, because the foundation of the Philadelphia Phillies is cracking right before our eyes. For years, Bryce Harper has been more than just a player. He has been the heartbeat, the soul, and the defiant face of this franchise since arriving in 2019. He left DC to build a legacy here, to bring a championship to a starving city. But now the air is thick with tension, and it all started with a few sentences that should never have left the general manager's office. We are looking at a situation that feels like a ticking time bomb. Last season, Harper, now 33, didn't put up video game numbers. He played 132 games, hit 27 homers, and drove in 75 runs with a .261 average. Was it an MVP season? No. Was it a disaster? Absolutely not. But in the high-stakes world of Philadelphia sports, good isn't enough when you are paid to be a god. And that is where Dave Dombrowski, the architect of this team, decided to throw a match into a pool of gasoline. Instead of defending his franchise player, instead of shielding him from the media sharks, Dombrowski publicly questioned whether Harper can ever be elite again. Think about the weight of that. This isn't a radio host hot-taking for clicks. This is the man who signs the checks. Dombrowski compared Harper to Freddie Freeman, suggesting a natural decline, asking aloud, can he rise to the next level again? I don't really know that answer. It was a cold, calculated assessment delivered to the press, not a private conversation. And let me tell you, in a locker room built on trust, those words cut deeper than any slump. Harper's reaction wasn't explosive rage, it was disappointment. He reminded everyone of the promise made when he signed. Keep things in-house. That promise was broken. And when trust breaks between a superstar and a GM, the trade rumors don't just whisper, they scream. To understand the gravity of this rift, we have to look back at the history of baseball. We have seen this movie before, and it rarely ends with a hug and a trophy. Think about when relationships sour between icons and management. It's rarely about the money, it's about respect. When the Boston Red Sox started doubting Mookie Betts, what happened? He was shipped to LA and won a ring immediately. When the Cardinals let Albert Pujols walk the first time, it changed the trajectory of two franchises. The Phillies are flirting with a disaster that could haunt them for a decade. Harper isn't just a bat in the lineup. He is the guy who convinced other stars to come to Philly. He is the guy who stares down the pitcher in the ninth inning when the season is on the line. Dombrowski is a legend in his own right, known for building winners, but he is also known for being ruthless. He trades prospects, he spends money, and he moves on when he thinks an asset has depreciated. But is Bryce Harper a depreciating asset, or is he a sleeping giant? Let's look at the metrics. A .357 on-base percentage in a down year is still elite by league standards. His exit velocities, his plate discipline, the tools are there. This isn't a player whose body has completely failed him. This is a player adjusting to age and injury. By publicly doubting him, Dombrowski hasn't motivated Harper. He has alienated him. And now, the unthinkable is being discussed. Trade rumors. The Pittsburgh Pirates? It sounds like a fever dream, doesn't it? Fansided's Mark Powell floated the idea, linking Harper to Pittsburgh in a package involving top prospect Connor Griffin. While Powell admits it's unlikely the Pirates would trade the farm for an aging star, the mere fact that we are reading articles connecting Bryce Harper to any other team is a testament to how badly the Phillies front office has mishandled this offseason. We are talking about a potential shift in the National League power balance, all because the GM couldn't keep his doubts private. This is how dynasties crumble before they are even fully built. Not by the opponent on the field, but by the friction in the front office. Let's dig into the real-world impact of this feud. This isn't just about feelings. This is about the salary cap, the roster construction, and the chemistry of a team trying to win a World Series now. Harper is on a massive contract. If the Phillies were to actually trade him, the financial ramifications would be complex. They would likely have to eat a significant portion of that salary to get a quality return or take back bad contracts. It's a salary cap nightmare. But beyond the money, think about the locker room. Who steps up as the leader if Harper is gone? Trea Turner? Kyle Schwarber? They are great players, but Harper is the vocal cords of this team. If he is traded, you aren't just losing a bat, you are ripping the heart out of the dugout. And what if he stays? What happens if Harper walks into spring training wearing the pinstripes, but refusing to look Dombrowski in the eye? We have seen lame duck superstars before. The tension bleeds into the performance. Every strikeout becomes a referendum on his decline. Every home run becomes a screw you to the GM. It creates a circus atmosphere that distracts from the goal. The media will ask about it every single day. Bryce, have you spoken to Dave? Dave, do you still think he's not elite? It becomes a soap opera, and baseball teams rarely win championships while starring in a soap opera. Furthermore, let's analyze the decline narrative. Harper is 33. In modern baseball, with modern sports science, 33 is not the end of the road. Look at Nelson Cruz. Look at Justin Turner. Look at what Shohei Ohtani is doing. Players are extending their primes. If Harper uses this disrespect as fuel, which he claims he doesn't, but we know athletes find motivation everywhere, he could very well win another MVP. Imagine the irony. Harper winning MVP in a Phillies uniform while the GM who doubted him watches from the suite, knowing he almost blew it up. Or worse, Harper winning that MVP in Pittsburgh, or New York, or Los Angeles, making Philadelphia look like the most incompetent franchise in sports history. The stakes couldn't be higher. So, where does this leave us? We are standing at a precipice. The Philadelphia Phillies are playing a dangerous game of chicken with their most important asset. Dave Dombrowski's comments were a gamble, a calculated risk to perhaps lower expectations or light a fire. But instead, they may have burned the bridge entirely. Harper's response was measured, professional, but undeniably hurt. He cited the breach of trust, the violation of the in-house code. That is not something you fix with a simple apology text. That requires a rebuilding of faith that takes time. Time the Phillies do not have. The link to the Pirates, however unlikely, is a symptom of the disease. It shows that the league smells blood in the water. Other GMs are watching. They are waiting for the moment the relationship becomes untenable so they can swoop in and steal a Hall of Fame talent. For the fans in Philadelphia, this is terrifying. You finally got your guy. You finally have a contender. And now ego might tear it apart. Here is the reality. Bryce Harper is still a high-impact player. He is still the guy you want at the plate with the bases loaded. The Phillies need to fix this, and they need to fix it yesterday. If they don't, if they let this fester into the regular season, we might be looking back at this moment as the beginning of the end for this era of Phillies baseball. Now, I want to hear from you. Is Dombrowski right to question Harper's elite status? Or did he cross a line that can't be uncrossed? And if you were the Pirates, would you trade a top prospect like Connor Griffin for a few years of Bryce Harper? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you want more unfiltered baseball analysis, and subscribe so you never miss a breaking story. The season is approaching and the drama is just getting started. See you next time.